Alright, we're gonna do a big, huge book review Wednesday. It's a series. The one book I already returned to the library, which was the third in the sequel. So I will talk about that, but I just don't have it. So the first one in the series is called The Housemaid, and it is actually going to be a movie, and I'm actually excited to see the movie. This, again, huge hype. I'm like, oh my god, I want to see it just because of the freaking, or I want to read it because of the freaking hype. And I was not disappointed. It was not what I was expecting. I was kind of predicting a little bit what was going to happen, but not exactly what I was expecting, I guess. Which I love. I love to be like wrong. I love to be like jaw dropping. I definitely enjoyed everything that this book had to offer. I feel like it was the strongest in the series, and I gave this one a 5 out of 5. So then I came to the sequel, which was The Housemaid's Secret. And it was, I'd say, like a 4-star versus a 5-star. Like this one I binged in an entire day. Again, like I couldn't put it down. This one not so much. Basically the premise is what they did in this one they started doing in this one, except now she's like with the landscaper. And again, I'm sorry, that's a spoiler alert. If you don't want to know some spoilers, you should X out. But you should know that by now. Anyway, yeah. I don't know, this one just wasn't, it didn't really stick with me like the other one. It wasn't terrible. I'm trying to remember exactly what this one was. Okay, so she wasn't with the landscaper, I don't think yet. Okay, so the landscaper. Okay, she fell in love with the landscaper in this book. No, she didn't. The landscaper was in this book, and she was attracted to him and had a thing with him. But in this book, he went back to his home country, and she was trying to make it like on her own. She had like a boyfriend that she was dating, and he was more upper class and only lived a couple blocks from the people that she was working for. This one, the person that was the problem isn't who you think it is, and they tried to frame her for murder. That's what it was. Okay, they tried to frame her for murder, and then that was a crazy twist at the end. And then that's when she starts dating the landscaper at the very end. Sorry, spoiler alert. So then you get to there's a 2.5, which is the wedding. I did not get that one to read. It's a very short read, so I wasn't really interested. So then we got the third one, which is The Housemaid's Watching, I think. I got that from the library, and it was the worst out of all of them. It was like a 2 out of 5. It was like years later, the landscaper and the housemaid are married. They have their own house. They have children of their own, and there is a lot of drama surrounding that. And what happens in that is jaw-dropping. You will not think of the characters the same at the ending, and I don't want to spoil it. But it was just so boring. Like, it pulled away from what these two books represented, which was being a housemaid and helping victims get out of DV situations, to now she's this married old woman with these older kids, and it wasn't what the series was, and I felt like that's where it failed. It didn't really carry like the other two books. So I gave that one like a 3. Like, it took me a little longer to read through it just because I wasn't as like invested or intrigued, but it was like it's part of the series, so I just kind of want to read it and get through it. But I definitely like this one. This one was not bad at all either. So if you're into like psychological thrillers, definitely check this series out. I love Frida McFadden. A lot of people are, you either like her or you don't like her writing. I love her writing. I love how she gets me hooked, and I can't put the book down. I can't say that there's a whole lot of books that actually do that with me. So when a book does get me hooked and I like binge it in a day, that says a lot. Anyway, that is my review on the Housemaid series. Thank you for watching. Bye.